Imagine you wake up in the dark, long before cities, farms, or safe houses existed. There is no door to lock, no weapon made of metal, and no place that is truly safe. You are lying near a small fire surrounded by your family and a few nervous tribe members. Then you hear it, a deep sound outside the light. Slow, heavy, and close. Maybe it is a big cat. Maybe a bear. Maybe something hungry enough to test the fire. You look at your hands. No claws. No sharp teeth. No thick fur. No great speed. Compared to the predators outside, your body looks almost like a bad survival joke. Alone, you would be easy food. One mistake, one wrong step, and the night could end you. But somehow, ancient humans did not disappear. They survived beside animals built to kill. And slowly, something strange happened. The weak animal hiding in the dark began to change. Humans learned to stand together. They learned fire. They made weapons. They read danger. They passed warnings from one mind to another until fear became knowledge, and knowledge became power. So here is the big question. How did ancient humans go from prey to the most dangerous animal on Earth? To understand that, we first need to enter a world where almost everything had bigger teeth than us. The prehistoric world was not a peaceful nature documentary with soft music and beautiful sunsets. It was more like a giant outdoor restaurant, and almost everyone was trying not to become dinner. Ancient humans lived beside animals that were faster, stronger, heavier, and better armed by nature. There were big cats that could leap from shadows and crush a body with one attack. There were hyenas with powerful jaws, smart enough to hunt, steal, and wait for weakness. There were wolves, bears, crocodiles, snakes, and many dangers hiding near water, grass, and caves. Some predators hunted in groups. Some waited silently. Some attacked when the sun went down. And ancient humans were not built like lions. They were not covered in armor or muscle. A human body is soft, slow, and strangely naked compared to most wild animals. A deer can run. A buffalo can charge. A porcupine has spikes. A turtle has a shell. A caveman had suspiciously small fingernails and a confused face. Against a predator, one human looked weak, very weak, almost unfairly weak. But predators do not ask if a fight is fair. They look for the easiest meal. And for a long time, humans were probably on that menu. If one ancient human walked too far from the group, the world became much more dangerous. A predator does not need to fight the strongest member of the tribe.
What sound?
It waits for the tired one,
Stay
the
close
injured
to fire.
one, the child, or the person not paying attention. This is how predators survive. They do not waste energy on difficult battles. They choose the easiest chance because one bad injury can be deadly for them too. So a lonely human near tall grass was not a hero in a movie. He was a walking snag with anxiety. A noise behind him, a shadow moving, a sudden rush from the side. That could be enough. No dramatic speech, no second chance, just teeth and silence. Night was even worse because human eyes are not great in darkness. Predators could smell better, hear better, and move quietly through places humans barely understood. This meant ancient humans had one simple rule. Being alone was dangerous.
Help!
If you wanted to live, you stayed near the people who could hear you scream. That sounds scary, but it also reveals the first great human weapon. The first human superpower was not fire, tools, or language. It was the group. One human alone was weak, but 10 humans together became a completely different problem. A predator could attack one person, but attacking a group meant noise, stones, sticks, and risk. Imagine a big cat approaching a camp, expecting one easy meal near the edge. Suddenly, many humans stand up at once. They shout. They wave branches. They throw rocks. The predator now has a problem. This meal is not lying down politely. And for predators, injury is serious. A broken tooth, damaged eye, or wounded leg can mean starvation. So even a powerful animal has to ask, is this meal worth the pain? Many times, the answer was probably no. The group also protected the weakest members, especially children, elders, and injured people. Some people watched the darkness. Some kept the fire alive. Some slept closer to the center.
We go this way.
This was not modern
Mammoth.
teamwork with meetings and whiteboards.
Bad move.
This was
Go
teamwork,
there.
where the
Now,
punishment
danger.
for bad communication
Panic.
was
Wrong
being
way.
eaten. And slowly, humans learned that fear became smaller when people stood together. Then came one of the greatest upgrades in human survival: fire. Before fire, night belonged mostly to the animals that could see, smell, and hunt in darkness. After fire, humans created a small circle of light in a world full of shadows.
Warm
Inside
good.
that circle, people could see faces, hands,
What that?
tools, children,
Big cat.
and
Move
danger
back.
coming closer. Fire gave warmth, cooked food, and light. But against predators, it did something even deeper. It created a boundary, a glowing line between the human group and the wild darkness. Many predators are careful around fire because fire means heat, pain, smoke, and danger. A hungry animal might come close, but the flames made the camp harder to attack. The fire also helped humans stay awake, gather together, and watch the night as a group. Picture a nervous caveman holding a stick near the flames, trying to look brave. His face says, "I am dangerous." His knees say, "Please, do not test this." Fire did not make humans invincible. A careless camp could still become a disaster. But fire changed the question for predators. Instead of, "Can I eat that human?" the predator had to ask, "Can I survive that fire?" But standing together near fire was only the beginning. Humans needed ways to hurt danger back. Nature did not give humans claws, so humans picked up stones. Nature did not give humans long teeth, so humans sharpened sticks. This sounds simple, but
Look.
it changed everything.
Stone.
A stone in the hand is not just a stone. It is distance, pain, and warning.
Got big stick.
A sharp
Me
stick
strong
is not
now.
just
Me
wood.
take step.
It is a longer arm with
Eyes.
a very bad attitude.
Very big eye.
With tools, humans did not need to bite a predator or fight with bare hands. They could keep space between soft human bodies and very unfriendly teeth. A group with sticks could form a wall of points, making a direct attack dangerous. A group with stones could hit from a distance even before the predator reached them. Later, better spears, stone points, and throwing tools made humans even more dangerous. The important change was this: humans started moving damage away from their own bodies. Predators still had strength, but humans were learning to use objects as extra body parts. The caveman's hand was weak. The caveman plus a spear was suddenly a serious complaint. Tools helped humans fight, but an even better skill was avoiding the fight completely. Ancient humans survived by learning to read the land, like a giant warning sign. A footprint was not just a mark in mud, it was a message. Broken branches, animal bones, strange smells, bird calls, and silence could all mean danger. A smart human could look at the ground and understand something invisible.
Stop.
A predator
Tracks.
passed here.
Tiger near
It was
water.
recent. It moved
Oh,
toward
no.
the water.
Run!
We should
Go
not
fast!
go there. This is a huge difference between reacting to danger and predicting danger. Reacting means you see the lion after it is already running at you. Predicting means you see the signs and choose another path before the lion sees you. For ancient humans, noticing small details could save the entire group. The best survivor
smart trucker.
was not always the strongest
Grok.
person with the biggest stick.
Look.
Sometimes It was the quiet person who said, "Wait, something is wrong here." That one sentence could stop the group from walking into death. Human power was growing because humans were not just seeing the world, they were reading it.
Look.
But knowledge
Tracks.
becomes much
Big
stronger
beast near.
when one
Huh?
brain can give it to another brain.
Beast.
This is where communication became one of humanity's most powerful survival tools.
Him
Animals
dangerous.
can warn
See
each other,
face.
but
Hear
humans
sound.
could slowly
Stars say
build a
summer
deeper
soon.
shared
Him
knowledge.
go north.
Big
They could
cat,
remember where
dangerous.
predators appeared,
Follow tracks
when they
to
hunted,
water.
and
Be
what
careful
signs
by
came
rocks.
before danger.
We hunt
A
together.
warning could
Get
travel from
sticks.
one person to the whole
Attack.
group.
Drive
Do
them
not
back.
sleep near that water. A crocodile took someone there. Do not walk alone at sunset. Big cats hunt near the rocks. If the hyenas come close, stay together, shout, and throw stones. These were not just words, they were survival instructions. A
This
painful
path
mistake
here
by
is
one
danger.
person could
Big
become a
beast
lesson for
attacks.
everyone.
We
A
must the
story told at
saber-tooth
night
roam
could
the
protect a
darkness,
child
fast
years
and
later.
deadly. This
This made
belongs to
humans
the
different.
deer. See
They
how
did
it
not
splits
need
here.
every generation to
Elder,
learn
look,
everything from
the
zero.
deer has passed
Look.
They could
Big
collect
cat,
fear,
red eyes.
memory,
Grrr.
and experience,
Danger in cave.
then pass it forward.
We understand.
Cave
Predator
lion.
had claws.
Up the ridge.
Humans
Danger.
had warnings,
Get
and
firebrands.
warnings
To
can
the
travel
cave.
farther than
Defend.
claws. Ancient humans also learned something very important. Do not behave like easy prey. Many predators are triggered by weakness, panic, isolation, and sudden running. If one human screamed and ran alone, the predator's hunting instinct could switch on fast. So humans learned to do the opposite of what fear wanted. Stay close, face the danger, make noise, look bigger, hold the line. This does not mean ancient humans were fearless. They were probably extremely afraid. But survival does not require feeling brave. Sometimes it only requires not running first. Imagine a young caveman sees glowing eyes near the camp and starts to panic. An older hunter grabs him and pulls him back into the group. Everyone stands together, shouting, waving spears, throwing stones into the darkness. The predator sees not one scared animal, but a noisy wall of angry humans. Again, the predator must calculate the risk. Can I win? Maybe. Can I get hurt? Also maybe. Is there easier food somewhere else? And sometimes that was enough for the predator to leave.
Mammoth,
At this
go
point,
here.
humans
We
had
take
groups,
spears.
fire,
Yes.
tools,
We hunt
warning
now.
signs,
We strong
communication,
together.
and courage under pressure. But the next upgrade was planning.
Fire
Planning
here.
means humans
Wind
could
come from
decide what
cave.
to do
We run
before
this
the
way.
danger arrived. They
We
could
make
choose
fire
safer camps,
strong now.
sleep near fire,
Keep tribes
guard
safe
entrances,
from dark.
and keep
Cave,
children
good
in the
place
center.
to sleep.
Stop.
They could avoid predator
Danger that
paths
way.
and move
Come,
during
safe
safer
this way.
times of the day. They could use cliffs, rivers, trees, rocks, and caves as natural protection. A cave was not just a hole, it was a defensive position. A narrow entrance meant fewer directions for danger to attack from.
Look
High
out!
ground helped
Danger
humans see animals
approaches.
before animals reached them.
The beast!
Water could be useful, but it could also hide crocodiles and other deadly surprises. So ancient humans had to think constantly, where is safe? Where is risky? Where can we escape? This is where the human brain became more than a tool for solving hunger. It became a map of danger. The world was still deadly, but humans were becoming harder and harder to surprise. Eventually, something strange happened. Humans did not only defend themselves from dangerous animals, they began to attack animals much bigger and stronger than one human body. This was not because one caveman suddenly became stronger than a buffalo. It was because many humans could act like one larger creature. They could surround, chase, block, distract, and strike together. They could use spears to keep distance and attack from safer positions. They
get
could look
goat
for
by
weak
rock.
animals, injured
And
animals,
small deer.
young animals,
Yes.
or animals trapped by the
We
landscape.
move quiet now.
They could use fire, noise, and movement to push animals where they wanted them to go. In other words, humans did not fight nature's rules. They changed the game. A lion wins by being a lion. A bear wins by being a bear. Humans won by turning the whole group into a thinking weapon. The predator had speed. Humans had strategy. The predator had teeth. Humans had memory. The predator had power. Humans had teamwork that could grow stronger every generation. The most dangerous human weapon was not the first stone, spear, or flame. It was learning.
Danger.
A predator can
Snake
learn,
danger. Mammoth
but
footprint
human learning
big.
can stack
See?
across many people and many
We track
years.
mammoth this fire
One
here.
hunter discovers
Cat
that a
out there.
predator fears
Fire
fire.
keeps safe.
The whole group
Come
remembers
close.
it.
Tracks.
One child learns
Big
which
hunter.
tracks mean
Big
danger.
hunter.
Later, that child
Yes.
teaches another
Look
child.
close.
This grass.
One mistake
Danger.
almost kills
Tiger
someone.
hide here.
The story
Bad.
becomes a rule. Over time, humans built invisible tools inside their minds. Rules, warnings, stories, maps, signals, techniques, traditions. These invisible tools were powerful because they did not disappear when one person died. They could live inside the group. That means ancient humans were not starting each morning as helpless animals. They were waking up with thousands of lessons carried by the tribe. A saber-toothed cat
Now,
had
children,
terrifying teeth,
remember to stay calm
but it could
and
not teach a
focused.
classroom
Unlike
of baby
those noisy
saber-toothed
kittens
cats.
we saw
These tracks
Humans
mean
could teach
danger
their
is
children,
near.
and
We
that
must stay
made the
close to
future
the
more
fire and
dangerous
watch
for
the
every
bushes.
predator.
Hold your...
So now, we return to the big question. How did ancient humans become the most dangerous animal? Not by becoming the strongest body in nature. Not by growing claws, armor, or giant teeth. They became dangerous because they stopped playing as individuals. They became a
Big
group
tracks.
that could remember,
Danger ahead. Be
plan,
ready.
communicate,
We go now.
and strike from
This way.
distance. To a predator, this was something new. Here was an animal that looked weak, but brought friends. An animal that looked soft, but carried sharp sticks. An animal that looked scared, but could set fire to the darkness.
Running
An
away
animal
did
that could
not
lose
work.
one fight,
This time,
learn
we
from it,
used the
and
spears
come
and
back
fire
smarter.
together.
That is a terrifying kind of animal. At first, humans were prey trying to survive the night. But slowly, the night began to fear the humans too. Ancient humans survived predators because they were not alone.
Through
They had
fire,
families,
tools, and
groups,
shared knowledge,
fire,
the tribe ensured
tools,
their survival,
memory,
passing
language,
crucial skills down
and the
to the
ability
next
to learn
generation.
together. Each small skill made them a little harder to kill. Standing together made them safer.
The great
Fire
fire
made
grows
the night
strong
smaller.
tonight.
Yeah.
Weapons made distance possible. Tracking helped them see danger before it arrived.
The
Language
beast was
turned
close.
fear
We
into
heard
shared
its
knowledge.
roar in the dark.
Individually,
Planning turned
we are
weak
small,
bodies into a powerful
but
system.
together, we...
The sun
And over
rises
thousands
there,
of years,
and the shadows
that
show the
system
time to
changed
hunt.
everything. Humans did not win because they had the biggest teeth. They won because they had the biggest team. The animal that once looked
Keep
like food
monsters away.
learned to carry
We
fire,
strong.
throw stones,
We hunt
and
big
tell
mammoth
stories.
with sharp.
And that is how ancient humans went from prey to the most dangerous animal on Earth. Next, let's see how ancient humans survived winter without modern clothes, houses, or heating.